The healthy relationship between a child and a parent is that the child keeps the parent on a pedestal. We're never equals. We're never pals, because the parents did for the children what the children could never repay. And so parents always have to be on a pedestal. Even if the parents get off the pedestal, the children have to put them back. Get back on that pedestal. You don't sit in your father's chair. You don't sit in your mother's chair. They're on a pedestal. That is so healthy. That is so important. That's so appropriate for the relationship. The Torah demands that we honor our parents. It doesn't say love them. It says love your neighbor, love the stranger. It doesn't say love your parents. It says honor them. By saying honor your parents and not saying love them, we're being told to honor them even when we don't love them. Or honor them in addition to loving them. So loving them might not be enough. You have to honor them as well. And if you don't love them, that's not a reason not to honor them. So if you honor your parents, whatever else is going on, whether you love them, you hate them, you can talk to them, you can't talk to them, you admire them, you don't admire them, you have parents. If you honor them, you have parents. Not roommates, not pals, parents. Because you're treating them as parents by putting them or keeping them on the pedestal. So what do you do about those things that your parents do or say that leave you unimpressed, to put it mildly, or that you're hurt by, or you're upset about? If they're on a pedestal, which is where they should be, you entitle them, or they're entitled to make mistakes, to fail in other areas, and they're still on the pedestal. Because you can't ever repay the debt, even if they do nothing more for you. So you don't forgive your parents, as some experts would say, in order to be able to get along with them. You entitle them, because forgiving them means you're on the pedestal and they're off the pedestal. It's not a natural parent-child relationship. But if you entitle them, that's exactly what children do for their parents. You're entitled to sit comfortably while I get up and bring you the food. You're entitled to go off on the trip without schlepping your suitcases, because I'm going to schlep your suitcase for you. And so on. So what we need to have parents. We need that. So that I can feel like a child, like a son, I need to have a mother and a father. And to have a mother and a father, I simply need to put them on the pedestal and say, you're my parents, I owe you forever, and whatever else you do, you're entitled. I'm not entitled to make any mistakes in how I treat my parents, because I haven't done anything for them yet. So I'm not entitled to make any mistakes. That is the wisest, the healthiest, and the most natural approach. And you can do this anytime. It doesn't matter. You don't have to go home and have a heart-to-heart and become, best friends and communicate well. And you don't need any of that. Just be who you are by having parents. And when you honor them, you're doing everything you need to do to be a child to your parents. To love them is a gift. That's a pleasure. It's not essential to having parents. And so if you can laugh good-naturedly and say, my parents are a little weird, but my parents. My parents are not good at certain things, but that's my parent. That's my mom. It's my dad. And that's all you really need to be healthy.